Welcome to the GT Junior Show. So we gonna get it cracking.
What's up, y'all? It's GT Junior Grows in Alaska. So I did a live. I think it was 2 hours and a half. It was sometime in February 2024, and I've been doing a little research since then. I'm not the most organic gardener there is, and that's what it is. It is what it is. And some of my gardening practices are not organic. They're conventional, meaning chemical, and I'm okay with that. There are other topics that I could be talking about when it comes down to health. You know, the bio engineered of certain products like Nutri-Grain bars, and these type of packages, these types of food products, not food, but food products that are available in the store. I could be talking about that. But I'm more concentrated on the fact of my son. I'm more concentrated on the fact that my future kid, I'm looking at all those generations, my great-great-grandsons and great-great-granddaughters and things like that. And I think that's the basis of some of these conversations that I'm having. Because me as an adult male, I have built reasons and excuses and all of that of why I will not grow certain things, why I will grow certain things, why I will use certain practices and stuff like that. And that's me. I have built myself to use my own logic and reasoning to develop these thought patterns. I was watching, and I'm going to do a live about it, but I was watching a couple of people that I find inspirational, and it just made me want to look at some of the things that I actually utilize to have a productive garden. And I'm going to address those as time develops. Some of us, we don't have the time to build the most organic food for us, and it's because time, like me, I work 7 days a week. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I have chickens, I have a garden. So there's a lot of things that I invest my time in besides that, besides just gardening. So one of the things that I was very, very proud of is that not everybody feels the same way I do. And that's what's the beauty of gardening. That's the beauty of being in the USA. Everybody doesn't subscribe to my narrative, and that's great. It means that we all have a separate opinion. Now, some things we're going to be a unified force. But because we know how to argue, well, back in the days, we knew how to argue and still have compassion for that person, just knowing that certain subjects we don't meet on, and that's fine. But it was cool to look at my comments, and a lot of people did say that they understand. And then there was a very good gardener, a good person, it seems like, that said that she doesn't subscribe to the narrative that I'm painting, and I appreciated it, because my channel should be a safe place to where you can voice your opinion, because that's what I promote. I want you to give me your input so I have something to base certain things off of. And today is 12/01, February the 20th, 2024. Miss Linda, the New Orleans gardener, Miss Tina, Miss 511, Miss Zone 9 Garden. She has many different names that she goes by that she will answer to. I listened to her, I was listening to her, and I was very happy that she chose to pick up this topic. The topic is the purple tomato. It is a GMO. Some people, they're looking at it as a beautiful flower. I mean, a beautiful tomato, a beautiful plant. And that's fine. That's, my job isn't to convince you to not grow it. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of information. Just like what Miss Tina told me about hydroponics. When she told me about indoor gardening, she told me because she cared. I'm pretty sure that's why she told me. I'm almost positive that's why she told me. Not because she wants me to do it her way. It's because the chemical base that a hydroponics person may use may be synthetic. And GT, please have that understanding. And I totally didn't take it as a diss. It's you know, the truth hurts sometimes. That's all too. And not to say that there's not organic ways to do hydroponics. It's just she voiced her opinion, and I appreciate it. I value that. She picked up this subject, and she punched me in the face with it. What she said is, they said, now this is not verbatim, this is from my understanding. She said, if this is so nutritious, why is it hurting me? It hit me. Yeah, that was a great segue. What I love about this community that we're involved with is I understand, and other people understand, everything has a place within this world. Modern medicine, it does have its place. Don't get it twisted. Vaccines, they do have their place. Don't get it twisted. Everything has a place. And I wondered about GMOs being traded within other countries and why they chose those. And I was hoping and I was thinking that it couldn't just be a financial gain. That they know something about the conditions that we are going into. You know, we have the chaotic weather. Like, our weather is like really weird right now. Maybe there's something that they're not telling us, and in 10 years there's something that they've calculated, the math or whatever, and things are going to be different. So I thought maybe that's the reason why. But maybe because of everything else, you know, we're not looked at as citizens. We're looking at consumers. Consumerism is what makes the world goes round as far as conversation. So it may be what it's been, which is profits over people. I've been doing a lot of research. I have picked up a topic. I picked up a viewpoint, and it's related to Miss Vandana Shiva. I am not pronouncing her name correct. And there's two other people that I'm going to actually introduce. And I took pieces of their videos, and I'm going to introduce it on my channel. I'm going to do a live about it. And this is not for the basis of trying to change your mind. I don't. If you choose to do what you do, you choose to do what you do. Because I'm going to choose to do what I do because it's my garden. That's all to it. It's my garden. Now, I'm not going to sit there and flex and say that I'm not excited about people having an opinion. I am. I'm also, I want the seeds from those genetically modified organisms. I want the seeds from them. Because I don't know what the future holds. I don't. With change, it disrupts the norm. It's always happened. It doesn't matter what entity that you're in. If you're in a relationship with any part of society or with yourself, when things change, when you get older and your body doesn't respond, your health starts to decline, your car is not acting right, your wages they go up, and then the taxes are coming out more, prices of everything, negatively or positive, that comes out of, okay, everybody has to read everybody's notes and all of these things. It disrupts the norm because we are accustomed to doing things, you know, over and over again with change, yes, but it just makes me think about things differently. I'm happy that this subject is being revisited, visited by the likes of T-Nall. I'm pretty sure and I'm hopeful that it's going to go through everyone's system. It also was done through Just with Roots and Refuge. She actually talked about the subject, and that's what promoted me to be like, because I've always said that, hey, we will not have access to GMOs. But this is just the first product. This is the first product that is out of the norm. They have introduced other products to different people, different countries. What's going to be next for us? What will be the significance if they bring something that can alter your neighboring plants? That's the biggest question. My son and I, we didn't grow up in gardening. As time allows, I will introduce him more and more to gardening so that he understands that the grocery store is a necessity because I haven't had the time. And part of that is because our wealth is being stolen in the form of it costing us more, as far as us having to be more labor intensive. Because back in the days, there was someone that would tend to the garden. There was someone that would tend to the animals, the children, the clothes. There was a role that was there to, you know, subsidize our living styles. Now it's at a point to where some of us have to work more. We have to have our mate to be involved with the workforce more as well. So life is changing, and it's kind of scary, you know. Do I have fear? Yeah, I do fear. I mean, what will alter your mentality if you don't have fear? Fear without preparation is different, but fear ignites something within you because you're looking forward, you know. So, doing a lot of rambling, but the point of the matter is, I'm doing this for the future. Because I see that if we accept a purple tomato, which looks pretty cool, what's next? What's next? I am looking into different ways that I can garden indoors that is more self-sustainable, because that's one of the biggest things that I'm actually looking at. It's like I bought all of these seeds and everything else should be free. So what else and how can I introduce something to my grow garage that can be self-sustaining, to where I don't have to put inputs into my garden? That's the biggest question for me. That is something literally that I am actually asking myself, how can I do it? And it's just because of you know how sometimes you go down this rabbit hole, and the rabbit hole just makes you look at yourself a little clearer. Like the mirror that you actually was looking at was a little foggy, and now that you have a little bit more clarity, it makes you question things a little bit differently. Yeah. So, show improved. That's what I'm trying to do. So there's other topics that I could be working on, and there will be topics. I want to be the change within myself before I try to tell other people what I have found out. So, with that being said, y'all do your own research on the reasons why not, on a lot of different things. When it comes to this gardening, there's a reason for everything. There is. And it's profit over people, and you best to believe it. $20 for 10 seeds of the GMO, that's really not a lot if you think about it. Because if it wasn't a GMO and they had a seed that was limited quality and it was able to reproduce itself, meaning give me seeds that are true to itself, and it was selling it for $20, I would take it. You know why? Because the seed holds the information. Oh no, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. No. Ha, baby. Woo. Yeah, that was real life, y'all. Sorry. Why they got my face looking like this? My face is not this clear, y'all. But there's other things that y'all could be thinking about. I just want to get the season. I just want to put them on them. I want to put them up somewhere and be like, look, this first GMO tomatoes right here. And they're gonna keep on coming out with more. And then there's gonna, come on now. This ain't new. This is a tactic. And some of this stuff that are tactics right now, it's been used in other countries. Some of this stuff is old. Some of this stuff is, if you fall for it, you fall for it. So, I look forward to seeing the people that grow this tomato. I do. Because it doesn't affect me. That's their garden, you know. That's their garden.
Just through my research, this is actually what it's saying. So, we just have to be aware. It's not as easy, and that's a benefit. But like everything, with time, things do evolve. So, take from it what you will.
With it's not gonna be like, oh no. I'm here to support too. Okay, what you choose to do with your life, what you choose to ingest, what you choose to grow, that's on you. It has no bearing on me. It doesn't. I promise you, it doesn't. This is about me influencing the generation to come. There's a place for everything, and at this very moment, I cannot understand why ownership on seeds for our consumption is necessary. I understand.
There's a couple of grammatical errors that I'm actually experiencing when it comes down to this. But what I'm trying to say in this portion of the video is we should understand that they're trying to own certain things when it comes down to our food consumption. The other companies, we need to have better control over the things that we consume. And we need to do that, and then we probably need to start now.
Understand that, you know, we all should try to achieve more. I understand that completely. But at what cost? Yeah, at what cost? All right, y'all. I'm pretty sure I got a whole lot more to say. It's just not coming to me at the present moment. I had made a video about, I don't know. I made a video because I found out some news about Baker Creek and the seed that they actually was, that they sold to a couple of people, and then they pulled it and everything that was centered around that. And it made me make a video, and I didn't put the video out. And part of the reason is sometimes putting out information before you know all the facts, before you know everything there is to know, makes you look like you like to be combative. Sometimes it actually makes you look like you just, it's a wave, so you try to just catch the wave or whatever. And I didn't want to be looked at as that. I wanted to have a formal opinion before I actually voiced it. So I pulled back on the video, and the facts of the GMO seeds are factual. The results and the action or inaction from Baker Creek leaves me guessing. All right, y'all. It's been 20 minutes. I've kept y'all long enough. I'm finna get back to this video that Miss Linda was actually doing. I couldn't finish the video without saying my little piece. So I wanted to say my little piece, and I might have to add a little bit more to this. I don't know. Because I felt some kind of way when they had the certain cucumber varieties that only produce females. I'm like, how did they do this? I actually thought about it, like, how did they do this? Is it gonna actually produce seeds if I leave it on there? I forgot the name. This is the name of that type of cucumber. Yeah, where it only produces female. I mean, yeah, it's easier. It's less labor intense. You get more production, but at what cost? These are just questions that I ask myself. I'm pretty sure that we all have questions that we ask ourselves. So it is a day today where the snow is falling down. It's 43 degrees today. My car got stuck already once. I almost got stuck a few minutes back there. And I'm headed to my next job. And I just wanted to have a conversation real quick. But I'm gonna get back to this video that Miss Linda put out, and I'll catch y'all. Y'all trust the process. I'm GT.